Just 40 days ago, soccer fans around the world were gathered as Spain and Argentina battled it out in the World Cup final. With the World Cup behind us, you may be wondering when the beautiful game will be back. Well, tonight we got you covered in pink-out fashion. We welcome you to St. Thomas Aquinas High School, where football is very much alive for the season opener between the Saints and the Thunder of St. James Academy. Soccer is back. We're super excited to have you with us on this Friday night. Mary Claire Zacharias alongside Gibson Cheever for the first time this season. The last time we were at St. Thomas Aquinas High School was for American football. This time we are witnessing football, the beautiful game of soccer, something we all watch this summer with friends and family with the World Cup coming to Kansas City. These two teams met last year in August. Thunder fell short in overtime, but the Saints look much different this year, graduating 12-plus seniors and only returning 4 starters. And on the other side of the pitch, Thunder returning 13 in the majority of their back line. Gibson, what's the mindset for both teams coming in tonight?
Yeah, I'm just super excited to be here. What's up, Thunder sports fans? This hype is unreal surrounding this game. Like, the rivalry, the matchup, everything about it is just incredible. And I'm sure the crowd is loving it. Everybody's loving it. So, mindset, I'm just going to have to say, they're going to have to come out strong. They're going to have to come out swinging. As you said, they were on the losing end of this matchup last time, so they're going to have to play aggressive and bring home that pink-out trophy. But they're going to have to come out swinging. Not literally. This is not baseball.
And just a minute ago, I just caught up with Coach Mark Twellman, giving his thoughts about this season opener with some hardware on the line. Take a listen. Coach, after an exciting summer of the World Cup here in Kansas City, the spotlight now shifts towards high school pitches around the state, and you open the season in such an incredible atmosphere. Just how excited are you to see your team put out on the product of soccer that you've been seeing all offseason long?
Yeah, we're excited. We've got a good group this year. I think we're at 13 seniors, which hoping to rely on that leadership to get us through a big game here tonight. It's always a fun one to start with Aquinas. It's tough because they're a tough opponent. So it'll really test us, and I'm excited to see how the guys react.
Yeah, and over 356 days ago was your last matchup against the Saints. Team fell short in overtime, but you told me your team cannot try to play 100 miles per hour for all 80 minutes. How do you as a coach limit that from happening?
I just preach to them composure. In a big game like this, the tendency is to play, like you said, 100 miles an hour. I told them yesterday I wanted to play fast, but we can't play reckless. That's where we get into tough fouls or bad touches or bad decisions. So just hoping that we can find composure early on. The first team that's able to do that, I think the better off that group will be.
You already said this, 12-plus seniors on this team, so much senior leadership throughout the program. Regardless of the outcome tonight, just what are you looking for to set the tone not only for tonight, but for the rest of the season?
Yeah, those leaders have taken over starting in the summer. So after tonight, win or lose, I know come Monday at practice, they'll be ready to take on the next opponent and to keep building.
Appreciate the time as always, Coach. For great tonight.
Appreciate it.
TBN Sports is proud to present the following broadcast of high school athletics.
Last season was an expected rebuilding year for the Thunder after graduating 12 key contributors from their 2024 third-place state team. But now, 2 years later, St. James returns many playmakers, including sophomore Vincent Madio, who netted 11 goals as a freshman. Where are his eyes set this go-around? Find the back of the net even more, with the record being held at 34 goals in a single season. The Thunder finished with just 5 wins last season, but 7 losses came by a single goal. If St. James can flip those close games, they could quickly become a factor in the EKL race, Gibson.
You are so right, MC. See, I believe that St. James can be a very prominent figure in the EKL race too, but as you said, they are going to have to flip those losses. One of the main reasons for their losing record last season was not the best team chemistry. If they are going to want those games, and especially the season opener, they are going to have to play like a team who wants to win, come out firing on all cylinders. Also, this rivalry could get in their heads. They cannot let Aquinas get in their heads, and not only that, but they cannot get in their own heads.
No doubt, Gibson. Tonight's pregame presentation is brought to you by Athletic Solutions.
Our opening prayer by Aquinas chaplain, Father Aaron Waldeck, and our national anthem.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God our Father, you created us to strive for the best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, officials, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. And finally, dear Father, we pray for your grace, that you would provide us with the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life in your Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. St. Thomas Aquinas, our patron, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
A big welcome to both the Thunder and Saints players to the field.
The night, but then couldn't quite close it out. The Saints came away with the victory 3-2 in overtime. Colton Jacobson, now a senior, with the game winner. We'll now get you ready for the starting lineups and the singing of our national anthem.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Gentlemen, the introduction of the non-starters and starters for each team. First up, for the St. James Thunder, the non-starters, a freshman, number 0, Dax Hall. A senior, number 3, Ben Bingham. A senior, number 4, Joseph Pick. A senior, number 5, Braden Wamser. A senior, number 7, John Thang. A junior, number 9, Jack Barron. a senior number 15, Michael Lard, and a senior number 21, Ben Thiel. And now the starters for the Thunder, a senior number 1, Finn Norton, a senior number 2, Jackson Wenger, a senior number 6, Dalton Ashley, a senior number 8, Blake Wilkin, a junior number 10, Liam Hall, a senior number 11, Harry Dunn, a senior number 12, Jake Hayes, a sophomore number 14, Trey Lewis, a senior number 16, Jake Sahusky, a sophomore number 17, Vincent Medillo, and a junior number 18, Dylan Malich. The head coach of the Thunder, Mark Twellman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the non-starters for the Saints. A sophomore, number 0, Lucas Meter. A senior, number 6, Pedro Perca. A senior, number 7, Elian Perez. A sophomore, number 11, Charlie Marighetti. A sophomore, number 12, Alec Ryan. A sophomore, number 14, Cooper Noblock. A senior, number 15, Murphy O'Keefe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starters for the Saints. A senior, number 1, Parker Len. A junior, number 2, Dominic Giamanco. A sophomore, number 3, Colin Dobbins. A junior, number 4, Hayden Carlson. A senior, number 5, Colton Jacobson. A senior, number 9, Jacob Biggers. A senior, number 10, Connor Strick. A senior, number 17, Parker Gomez. A junior, number 18, Cole Meyer. A senior, number 19, Kyle Moeller. And a sophomore, number 22, Abraham Vertreese. The head coach of the Saints, Dan Brown.
Machine. Coach Brown now in his second season. Welcome back here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. I'm alongside Gibson Cheever. I'm Mary Claire Zacharias, and we have a huge rivalry matchup on tap for you to start the season. These are two teams that look significantly different from the ones we saw in this matchup last August. The Saints only returned 4 starters. Coach Brown, now in his second season with the program, emphasized that this group is ready to compete. Yes, there are plenty of new faces and limited varsity experience, but the expectation is to play whistle to whistle. It begins with defending well and managing the transition game. If the Saints can handle those moments, Coach Brown believes the rest will take care of itself. For both programs, tonight is an early measuring stick. It is the first game of the season, and neither team will look the same by the time we reach the end of the year. This matchup will provide an important first look at what each side can become. For the Thunder, the focus will be on controlling the midfield. Hall will anchor that group from the 6, using his versatility to connect with Wilkin and Madio in the attack. Madio was unstoppable last year, and the Thunder will look to him once again to provide that spark in the final third. The Thunder have the attacking talent. The question is, can they break down the Saints midfield and turn that possession into quality opportunities?
Super excited for this game. This crowd is electric.
Both student sections coming out strong. Saints fully packed. Thunder student section taking the business trip about 20 minutes down the road to St. Thomas Aquinas High School. We will be back here next Friday for American football. The Thunder boys will kick off things against St. Thomas Aquinas. That's next Friday at 7. Thunder Broadcasting Network will provide you with that coverage. The Thunder are in their Peace Out Cancer kicks while the Saints come in wearing their Navy uniforms. The Saints will kick things off here. It will be Cole Meyer, the senior, on this Saints squad, kicking things off for the Saints for the first time this season. St. James looks to bounce back after a year where they were under 500 and ending on a 3-game skid. On the other hand, the Saints fell short in the state quarterfinals. Despite leading the majority of the game, the Saints walked away with the Pink Out Trophy last year, but the Thunder look to bring it back to the Academy. It all starts now with Liam Hall leading things from the 6. Kickoff is presented by Performance Rehab, dedicated to patients' health goals and success on and off the playing field. Here's an early shot, and they put it away! The Saints on the board! The first goal of the season for the Saints! We're not even 30 seconds into this one! Catching the Thunder back line on their heels. The Saints already tally the first one of the season.
Number 18, Cole Meyer.
And that is Cole Meyer with the goal, who kicked things off, got right back behind the back line of the Thunder. Cole Meyer wastes no time. That goal is sponsored by Claddagh Wealth Management, helps to fit all the pieces of the financial puzzle together. Schedule a free estimate by texting GO Thunder to 913-402-6099. And Gibson, what a start for the Saints.
Absolutely incredible start for the Saints. Like, how early was that?
That was 30 seconds of the ball game.
Incredible start for the Saints. Can the Thunder get back into it?
Saints with another opportunity. Finn Norton corrals it. Excuse me, Cole Meyer, only a junior on this Saints squad. Had 6 goals last season and 3 assists. All EKL honorable mention for Meyer. Here's Ashley, looks to play up the sideline, has an open man, can he get to it? They'll play it back, here's Madio. Madio is there. Good recovery there from the Saints back line. It will be a throw in here for the Thunder.
What a hustle by Madio.
Here's Hall, look to play things back, little bit of pressure on the backside. He'll switch the field to Sahoski. Sahoski will pull it in a little too high. It will be a goal kick here for Parker Lynn in between the posts for the Saints. Lynn had 0 shutouts last year, but 126 saves on the season. All EKL, first team in all state. Lynn will send them all up. Aquinas 9-9 in 1 tie last season. They started 4-1, then won 1 of their next 6 matchups. Know how to start fast, but got to try to find a way to finish out the season strong. Here's Ashley with the tackle. Hall's got space. He'll look to shift the field there. Not quite. There's Trey Lewis, the sophomore. Hall will look to send it in. Good run there. Can't quite connect. They'll send it up to Wilkin. Wilkin trying to work the outside. And it will be a corner kick here for the Thunder, the first one of the season. See if they can get something out of something.
See if they can try and put it in the back of the net.
This corner is sponsored by Covenant Custom Homes, built on tradition, growing through innovation. Vincent Madio, the sophomore, will send this one in. Madio will send it in, try to have back post. Here's Hall trying to look for the give and go for Malik. Good hustle there from Hayes. Going to be a throw in here for the Saints. Gibson, 5 minutes into this one. Saints already have a goal. What are you seeing so far?
What I'm seeing is a great hustle from the Saints. The Thunder needs to push it down the field, get the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, look at the Saints suppressing the ball quite a bit. They're not letting us move it down the field, not letting the Thunder move it down the field.
Saints also trying to pick through the Thunder midfield, and they're on the counter. They'll set it up to Madio.
Knocked away.
Here's Hayes. Send it up to Wenger, I believe, will be knocked away out of the playing field. It's going to be a throw in here for the Saints. Here's Saints. Here are the Saints. They'll back it up. And a reset into the backfield with Lynn. Liam Hall now regains possession, trying to send it up for the sophomore phenom Madio. Saints get in front of him from now. Here's Madio, regains possession. Strong tackle there from the sophomore. That's going to be a foul call, free kick, Saints. Coach Twelman in his third season with the Thunder, 19-19 record on the boys' side. He also is the head coach for the girls' soccer program, 12th season on the women's side. He also crossed the 100-win barrier mark in the spring for the girls' program. Here's the Thunder. Wilkin trying to send it in. A little bit of contact there, no call. It's going to be a goal kick here for the Saints. Strong possession there, Gibson.
Yeah, that kick was a bit wide left of the goal. Great pressure by the Aquinas defense.
Parker Lynn was a 5A goalkeeper of the year last year. His goal this year, try to repeat that goalkeeper of the year honor. Liam Hall forced all the way back from the Saints attack. They'll set it upfield. Wenger's open. On the top side of your screen, it's going to be offside called early there from the AR.
See, the Thunder was trying to move the ball downfield there, but they were going a little too fast. You need to wait for those defenders. Got to watch those offsides.
Thunder need to make sure they're doing some crisp passes, very soft passes there in the backfield, led to the turnover and early long-distance strike. Part of the reason why the Saints are on the board early. No soft passes or else it will be a long night for the Thunder. Be a throw in here for the Saints. Trying to put another goal, trying to tally another goal here on the Thunder. Finn Norton will keep it at his feet. Thunder switch the field. Here's Sahoski. 10 minutes into this one. Saints 1, Thunder 0 in the opener. Saints press is really breaking down any of the Thunder attack right now and the back line a little bit on their heels. Thunder needs some more energy coming out of the gate.
Looks like the Aquinas goalkeeper's trying to slow things down a little bit for them.
Here's Saints on the attack, has a runner coming in. Colin Dobbins was open there for a minute. Jacobson couldn't quite find him. Here's Hayes. Hayes going to switch the field again to Sahoski. Sahoski's had some good balls into the attack. Attack just can't quite get him at their feet. Hayes has got space, gets stripped up just a little bit. Hall will give it up top. Send it up to Wilkin. Wilkin had the first goal last year in this matchup, the first one at Marion Stadium. They send it up. No one's there. Madio just not fast enough. Good opportunity there for the Thunder, Gibson. They got to keep tallying those if they want a chance to get on the board here.
Yeah, it looks like we need some more ball work up the middle. Definitely some more passing in between.
Strong tackle there from both players. They're going to call it a foul on the Saints. It'll be a free kick here for the Thunder.
See if the Thunder can get it in the net.
Colin Dobbins with some physical soccer in this rivalry matchup, something both sides need a little bit of. Thunder need to do a better job here of spreading the ball around with a little more pace. They're definitely switching the field multiple times, but need more energy on the ball here. Looking for the give and go pass. Here's Hall. Hall trying to send it up. They have the runner in. Lynn will come out of the box. Good decision there from the goalkeeper.
Ball kicked away by goalkeeper Len.
Be a free kick here for the Saints. Thunder 3-4 last season on away games. The Saints 4-4 at home. Hayden Carlson will send things in. Good high arcing ball. Can someone get a head on it? Looked maybe a hand. Giamanco trying to get on it.
Ball stays in.
Wilkin trying to look for some positioning. He hands it off to Malik. Dylan Malik, only a junior, a lot of hype about him coming into this game. Everyone has seen his improvement in the offseason, and that was just shown right there.
Yeah, it looked like Wilkin was looking to pass, but it was blocked by number 19, Kyle Moeller.
Here's Lewis, going to give it back to his back line. Turnover there. Harry Dom with the tackle will be called for a foul.
Yeah. Some good energy by the Saints there, but the Thunder needs to watch their fouls. That's 2 for them already.
Here's Colton Jacobson. He'll set it in. Game winner last year in this matchup for the Thunder. Finn Norton has his hands on it. Good save there from Norton, the senior captain. They'll set it up fast.
Here's some action.
Here's Madio. He has a space. He'll set it up to Wilkin. The Thunder, once again, can't quite get a foot on it. Tonight's coverage of St. James Academy Soccer on the Thunder Broadcasting Network is made possible by the many donors to our media arts program and the hard-working students on our team. Your support is much appreciated.
Looks like the ball goes out of bounds there. Looked like he was looking for Madio. The ball will be thrown in.
Here's Hall. Hall will switch the field here with Ashley. Thunder with a little bit of action. Just no one there in the midfield. Thunder need a step up in the midfield here if they want to have a chance. A little more energy, Gibson, in the midfield will really rile things up here for the Thunder attack. And here we go. Wilkin has an opportunity, tries to turn the corner. Looks like it is last touched by Wilkin. And it will be a goal kick here for the Saints. Thunder thinking it was a corner kick. Wilkin not happy about it. Gibson, what do you think about that one?
Yeah, to me, I think that looked like Wilkin touched it last. I feel like that was a good call by the refs. Here go the Saints. The Saints will kick it. To Madio. Madio looking for Wilkin.
Need some runners into the box here, Gibson. Looks like a first sub will be coming in here, and that's Joseph Bick. Will be coming in for Jake Sahoski. If you don't recognize Jake Sahoski's last name, it was Jake Kimberling. Now it's Sahoski. Little clarification for you viewers at home. Will be a throw in here for the Thunder. Good positioning there from Madio. Really shielding his defender. Madio with a little bit of jiggle. Good defense there from the Saints. Incredible footwork there from the sophomore Madio. Getting all around these Saints players.
That Madio magic there.
Good pressure here from the Thunder, cornering the Saints. Here's Wilkin.
Wilkin.
They give it to Wilkin. Great possession there for the Thunder. Need more of that here. Almost 20 minutes into this one. Saints up 1-0 over the Thunder in the season opener. Good run here from the Saints. Thunder need to get back on D. They have Jacobson with the runner. Here's Connor Streck. Be another throw in here for the Saints. Here's Madio. Needs a helpful bounce. and also needs some runners. Here's Hayes. Coach Dan Brown in his second season with the Saints, taking over for the legendary head coach, Coach Ewing. The future looks bright as the transition from Coach Ewing to Coach Brown goes into its second season. He hopes fans will see what is being created that builds towards the future while also hanging on the culture and tradition at St. Thomas Aquinas. They'll send it in. Someone needs to be back post. No one is. Gibson, another opportunity, just not enough bodies in the box.
You need to get more bodies in the box. If you look at Aquinas, they have like so many people down the field. Looks like 3. If you look at our side, St. James has none.
Need more sense of urgency in the attack for St. James. Thunder student section coming alive. We need the fans in this one. Thunder down a tally. Here's Dylan Malik. Malik maybe needs to be a little bit stronger in that situation. He's got the next one. Malik with a big build. Huge offseason for him, and he's coming back strong in this game.
That was a great tackle.
Great positioning there as well by the Saints player, Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like this will be a hydration break. It is a warm one out here, Gibson. Saints up 1 over the Thunder. What are your initial thoughts?
We are boiling in this box at a pleasant 300 degrees Fahrenheit. I swear. Yeah, especially on this turf field, especially the players, they've got to be. These hydration breaks, absolutely essential.
First half action is brought to you by Trifecta Contracting, a well-respected glass contractor in the Kansas City metro area. We're back from the hydration break. Colton Jacobson might have a shot here on goal. Decides to give it away to Colin Dobbins. Taken away from the Thunder. Thunder look to go on the attack. They got to hustle. Taken away again by Dobbins. Here's Lewis on the attack. Taps it off to Wilkin. Strong tackle there from the Saints. That is all ball. Fantastic tackle there. And that was Vertreese, the sophomore for Aquinas. Here's Hall trying to get in front of Jacobson. He is successful. Will Hall take him on or will he give it away? He'll decide to switch the field to Bick. Bick, such a competitive player. He told me he's just in love with the beauty of the game soccer brings to him. He wants to score more goals this season. Hayes trying to work all the way through with the shot. The first on-target shot tonight, and that goes to the Thunder.
Shot was a little wide left. I definitely feel like if he had more space, if he had more time, he definitely could have got that shot in top left corner.
Dalton Ashley with the shot. One of the 13 seniors in this St. James Academy Thunder soccer program. Saints will send it up, trying to get it to Jacobson. Here's Vitri. My apologies, that's Perka for the Saints. Trey Lewis will send it up to Malik. He's going to switch the field. Good switch there from the junior. Good ball movement here for the Thunder.
Just look at the footwork in this team.
That is something that's really shown out here, Gibson. 17 minutes left to go in the first half. Saints up 1 over the Thunder. Here's Lewis. Goes with the split pass to Malik. Back to Hall.
Get in there.
Here's an opening, and it's put away! What a goal for the Thunder! First tally of the season with the equalizer! Looked like it could have been an own goal there for the Saints.
Let's see if the Thunder can get it back in the net again. Just look at that ball placement. There was no way they could have saved that. That ball was either in the net or nothing else.
That goal was brought to you by the Riley Company. Jim Bray, proud sponsor of St. James Academy and Crimson Club members. And the Thunder get the equalizer. This game is level with 15 minutes to go in the first half. 1-1.
Let's see if the Thunder can bring the energy and get it in the back of the net again.
And here's Hall. Thunder with the spark of energy. And they'll try to send it up to Madio. Here's Madio. Madio with the shot. Wide right. And that was Jackson Wenger with the equalizer for the Thunder, assisted by Ashley. And the Thunder, a spark of life, and the Thunder have a corner kick. It will be played in here from the sophomore Madio. Have some substitutions here for the Thunder. Here's Madio. Runners come in. That's a low ball. Look for the hands. Bick has it. Back out to Madio. Madio with the cut. Madio inside the 18. It's taken away.
That was some gorgeous footwork by Madio, even though he couldn't make a connection.
Back to Norton. Norton can't use his hands outside the box. He'll give it to Harry Dom. Miscommunication there from Dom and Hall. Saints will control. Here's Bick. He's trying to set it up to Wilkin. Wilkin with an opportunity. Madio's open. Willie decided to take his defender on. Looking for the shot. Good tackle from the Saints. Madio still battling. The sophomore not willing to give up. Ashley gives it to Lewis. Back to Dom. Here's Hayes. Working his defender. Strong tackle there from Wilkin. No foul call. A lot of contact. Connor Streck let him hear it. The Saints on the attack. Jacobson with the long ball. No one is quite there. But you know who is? The Thunder. Going to be deflected by the Saints. Throw in here for the Thunder. Norton will give it to Bick. Hayes looking to make the run. Trying to get it over the back line of the Saints. Look for Madio. Here's Hall. Jack Barron, the junior, is in this game. Bottom of your screen, number 9. Here's Lewis going all the way up. Strong tackle there from the Saints. That's going to be a foul. Free kick in prime position for the Thunder.
Foul's on number 3, Colin Dobbins.
Will be Vincent Madio, the sophomore, taking this one. Madio, 11 goals last year.
I'd like to see a goal by Madio or like any other.
Maybe try to curl it in, maybe Gibson.
Jose's trying to find Wilkin. They need to stay on sides.
Thunder need clear runs into the box here for Madio. 11 minutes to go in this one. We're all tied at once. Good ball there from Madio. Once again, Gibson. No one quite there in that right position. Madio, maybe a little bit more in the air, you're thinking.
I think it's fear of being offsides. That's happened more than once already in this game. But, like, you got to bring the aggression.
Here's the Saints trying to push the pace. They'll give it to Jacobson. Good tackle there from Barron. Here's Hall. Here's Malich. He's going to give it to Jack Barron. Barron trying to clip it behind the defense. Jacobson will send things up here. Gets behind the back line almost. And that's Perka for the Saints. Trying to look for something up top. After Cole Myers strikes first for the Saints.
See, look how many bodies the Saints has on the Thunder side of the field.
Gibson, they're trying to do everything in their power to stop Vincent Madio, the sophomore, who is a complete goal-scoring machine. At some moments tonight, they've played 5 center backs, five defenders, my apologies.
Yeah, he's not even doing anything right now, and he's literally getting triple teamed.
Yes. And Gibson, I was literally about to say defensive backs. I was thinking about football next Friday night. I meant defenders for St. Thomas Aquinas. It's not football season quite yet, Gibson.
Quite yet.
I'm a little too much ahead of myself.
Football season will be electric.
In for the Saints, number 7, Elian Perez.
Couple of subs coming in here for Aquinas.
In for the Saints is number 7, Elian Perez.
Colin Dobbins will throw it in for the Saints. Murphy O'Keefe trying to contain possession. It's going to be a free kick here for the Thunder. Thunder graduated 7 players last year, but the most 2 key pieces to the puzzle last year was Jackson Wright, now at Rockhurst University, team captain last year, along with Avery Amos, also team captain, now playing at Ottawa University. And those are 2 key pieces in the midfield, Gibson, at the Thunder graduated. Here's the Saints trying to push the pace. Thunder need to be aware. Colton Jacobson is running into the box. They'll try to send it in. Good tackle there from Bick. And that's going to be a corner kick.
That was a Tim Reen type tackle right there.
8:40 left to go in the first half. All things are tied at 1 in a season opener. Creative Planning offers comprehensive financial planning and investment management solutions that align with your Catholic values. Call 833-416-4702 or visit creativeplanning.com to connect with Troy Kuhn and learn how you can carry your faith throughout all aspects of your life. Call 833-416-4702. This corner is sponsored by Creative Planning. Back-to-back corner kicks for St. Thomas Aquinas. Can they get something on this one? They'll send things in. Multiple runners inside the 18 box. Someone back post. What a save! Finn Norton had to get up for that one.
Absolute snag by the keeper, Finn Norton.
Wilkin will give it to Barron. Barron playing tough out here tonight. Very few varsity minutes last season. He's now an upperclassman. He's stepping up in the big-time moments. Good opportunity here for the Thunder. It will be Medio taking the free kick. And Gibson, Thunder need runners in the right position right now. This could be a goal before half.
Let's see if they can steal a quick goal before half, as you just said. Kick is up.
Here's Medio. Someone
Great
needs
kick.
a head on it. Head will go to the Saints, and it looks like it will be a corner kick here for the Thunder. Gibson, Thunder need to convert. Coach Twellman told me the keys for this matchup, they got to stay switched on at all moments. They have to have composure and confidence, and the tendency is to play frantic. They cannot play 100 miles per hour for all 80 minutes of the matchup. They haven't played 100 miles per hour, but they need to get above 50% energy level right now, Gibson.
Yeah, the energy level definitely needs to be a lot higher for the Thunder. They need to get the ball in the back of the net. This corner kick is going to be essential for that.
Medio will send things in.
Here comes the kick.
Oh, trying to look for the head. Couldn't quite get it on. The Thunder bring things back all the way. .5:20 left to go in the first half. Tied at ones. Looks like it might be offside. He's open. Here's Medio.
Here comes Medio.
Here's Medio with the shot.
Oh!
Just misses. Inches away from the goal. What an opportunity. Before the break, the Thunder are trying to put something in the box. Gibson, what a chance.
What a chance. That was an absolutely perfectly placed ball. Medio just couldn't quite get into the net. Hope to see more of those.
Here's Medio again. Medio searching for something in the attack. Thunder will pull things in. Winger on the backside. Here's the Saints trying to bring it up to Jacobson. Dom in perfect position. Cole Meyer. Here's Streck. Jacobson is backside. No one's blocking him, but you got four Thunder defenders right there, and Norton in between the posts. Norton will look to get things out fast with Hall. Here's Medio. Can he save it? Not quite.
After that first goal by the Thunder, it seems that we have dominated possession for most of this half. Just need to find the back of the net.
Here's Wilkin. He's going to give it to Barron. Barron originally playing left forward. Now he's switching up to the right forward. Thunder look to switch. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Saints have one. Thunder have one. Both of these programs do not want their season opener to end in a tie. They want to have a win to start the season, especially between their school rivals.
One of them is going to want to take home the trophy this time.
Great move there from Streck. Good hustle here for the Thunder. They got to get back on D. Here's Dom with the pressure. Looks like they called that a handball by Dobbins. Looked clean from up here. What did the center referee call here?
Aquinas had an advantage here, but she blew that whistle and kind of slowed them down.
Saints with a critical opportunity here. Looks like Jacobson will take it. Colton Jacobson, the senior, has a perfect look at goal here. And here's Wilkin. Wilkin with the advantage. Thunder need to put bodies up. Saints,
see if we can
get him back.
Video. Back to Wilkin. Look at the footwork on Wilkin.
Wilkin really just moving his defender. Saints try to send it up. That's Jacobson. No one there, Gibson. Here's Madio, comes all the way up for it. Norton comes all the way out, right in front of the Saints.
Great save by the Thunder.
Here's Hayes. Under 10 seconds to go in this one. Can the Thunder put something in the back of the net?
Let's see if they can make something happen. Still in.
And the buzzer will sound, and that's the end of the first half here. Referee doesn't notice. That's the end of the first half here at St. Thomas Aquinas High School. The Saints strike first, 30 seconds into the ball game. Then what happens, Gibson? Wenger with the equalizer, assisted by Dalton Ashley Gibson. What a first half.
What a first half indeed. That was an absolutely incredible first half of this ball game. The energy was so just big energy the whole time. The only problem is there are so many missed opportunities for goals by both teams. If they can both find the net, this would be a huge game for both of them. Huge goal-scoring game. Had like 3 missed opportunities from the Thunder, 3 or 4 missed opportunities for the Saints.
And free kicks have really been huge tonight. Multiple for the Saints inside the 20-yard line. They really need to convert. And for the Thunder, multiple corner kicks, not really just getting their balls timing right with the runners coming in. We're going to take a look back at both goals, starting with St. Thomas Aquinas. This is 30 seconds into the ball game. Thunder back line stepping up way too much, not enough energy, Gibson. What do you see on that one?
Yeah, I definitely just feel like they weren't ready for that.
And here we have Wenger with the goal, the equalizer.
just an amazing goal by Wenger.
And
Perfect placement.
And that's when it displays energy right there, Gibson. Back line sagging off just a little bit, and then Wenger is able to put it in for the Thunder. First goal of the season goes to Jackson Wenger for the Thunder. And the Gibson, we almost had a goal there from Vincent Madio, getting in the back of the net, getting behind the back line. It's almost an R2 and X-PlayStation style chip. Almost goes in by Madio. You're watching St. James Academy Soccer on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We'll send it to a quick word from our sponsors.
St. James Academy exists to pass on the Catholic faith to the next generation, to develop the minds and hearts of young people, to know truth, choose good, and live virtuously. This is St. James Academy.
Attention St. James Academy alumni. We know you've moved on to bigger and better things, but don't ghost us. The halls are still buzzing with spirit, laughter, and maybe a few rushing footsteps between classes. And we want you to stay part of it. Update your contact info so you don't miss any of the fun. It only takes a minute, and it means you'll never miss an excuse to come back, catch up with your friends, and show your school spirit. Scan the QR code and update your information today. We can't wait to see you around. Go ahead, scan the QR code, alumni.
Smoothie King, you need to rule the day. Help everybody live a healthier and active lifestyle. So faith is very important for us, for Kim and I. We're located on 66th Street in Monticello, which is basically Monticello and Shawnee Mission Parkway near K7.
A couple more words from our sponsors.
Performance Rehab is an outpatient, private physical therapy clinic that is physical therapist owned. Most of the injuries that we see at Performance Rehab are orthopedic in nature. We see a lot post-surgical, but we also see a lot of general aches and pains. Whether you have a total knee or you have a contact sports injury, we have specialists that primarily see those types of injuries. Our goal here is to help promote active and healthy lifestyles. So if that fits with anything that you may have, then maybe Performance Rehab may be a good fit for you.
I got to hang out with my special someone yesterday.
The lunch lady's really nice.
We hung out with our grandparents last night.
I recently got to see my cousins for the first time in like 3 years, and it was the best thing ever.
I got to spend extra time with my little sister because we had a Thanksgiving break.
This morning when I dropped off my older brother at work, he went to go get donuts for all the other firefighters, and he gave me a glazed donut. It was very good.
Yesterday was my dad's birthday.
So I've been able to get a better relationship with my parents now that my older brother is at college.
It is that I got 2 lollipops today. We went to adoration. We went to mass.
I woke up today and I went to mass.
I went to confession and it was really good, and I had a great time with Father and Mom.
I got to go to Mass with my basketball team today. I got to go to Mass today and spend time with the Lord.
I went to Mass today and got to hear a beautiful witness from Andrew Rickert.
I was able to receive Jesus in the Eucharist today.
I started a Marian consecration.
I served at Mass today.
I went to adoration today.
Yesterday, I got to go to confession, which was pretty lit.
I got some candy in my last hour.
I started my day off with Starbucks this morning.
Oh, I got coffee this morning because I actually woke up early.
I got Starbucks this morning.
Me too.
I got Dutch Bros this morning and made it to school on time, so that was good.
I got to sleep in. It was pretty fire.
I got to sleep in. The school's musical went really well.
Mrs. Walters got a whole candy basket for our leadership and community service class, and I ate too much, but it was worth it, and she's awesome.
I get to wrestle tomorrow, my first meet of high school 2025 season.
We didn't have to run in practice yesterday.
We have a game tonight.
My first basketball game's tomorrow.
I had a great day at weights this morning.
I bought myself food.
I had pizza on my lunch.
We had lunch together.
My friend Jake bought me fries today, so thank you.
Someone put food in my locker mysteriously, and I don't know who it is, but it was really good. I think it was my brother.
I got more food.
I got some really good pineapple.
We're going to deliver carbs to the elderly.
I got to hang out with my best friends.
I hung out with my friends.
I got to see all my friends today. Me and my friend Lily get to go see a new movie today.
We're excited.
I hung out with my friends.
We get to see each other every day.
Probably just being here at St. James. I love seeing my friends.
I got to talk to some of my friends that I haven't talked to in a long time.
I saw some friends.
I got to see Larkin today.
I got to see Claire today.
I got a lot of sleep and played video games with my friends.
Just seeing my friends.
Because I saw my friends.
We got candy.
I got my grade up in a subject that I'm really bad at.
I got another 100.
I got my grade up in world studies.
I got an A on my English assignment.
I didn't fail my physics test.
I finally understand my math homework.
I got an 100 on my anatomy oral test.
Mrs. Rains told me I did really good on my essay.
We just got to have a work day in world studies, and it was really nice.
I got to see my favorite teacher and have a great discussion in apologetics.
I finished all my dialectical journals for English.
I have no homework so far. I got 100% on my Quadrant 1 math quiz.
I found out that I can use PowerPoint for my World Studies final.
I finally understand something in math.
My science teacher helped me understand the concept.
Okay, I got my nails done and I got 100 on my anatomy test.
Miss Sharpnack helped me so much on my math this morning, and now I feel confident.
I have a class with her next.
So, I've met a new student here. His name is Jody, and we've been good friends. Yup.
Someone decorated my locker with pickles today.
I decorated my friend Maggie O'Shea's locker with pickles.
I was born 18 years ago today.
I got to hear all these great things and got to see people having a good day, so that's good.
The school's awesome.
Welcome back to the Thunder Broadcasting Network. I'm alongside Gibson Cheever in the booth for the first time. Gibson, you're doing such an amazing job. I'm Mary Claire Zacharias. So excited and happy to be with you on this Friday night season opener at St. Thomas Aquinas. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a ball game. It is 1-1. Things are level at St. Thomas Aquinas. Gibson, what are your thoughts for the second half?
Bring the energy. Both teams get the ball in the back of the net. That's what you got to do to win this game.
And who scored first? That was Cole Meyer for the St. Thomas Aquinas High School Saints. Cole Meyer, 6 goals and 3 assists last season. Gives himself a goal to start the season.
Next goal for the Thunder was scored by Jackson Winger, because we have confirmation on that now.
A little bit of a toe tap to get behind the Saints back line. And he finishes it from there. This is looking eerily similar, Gibson, from what happened last year. Just kind of flipped a little bit. Because last year, Blake Wilkin, almost said Alex Wilkin, his brother, sorry about that. Blake Wilkin, the senior, strikes first for the Thunder last year. But then now, this year, Cole Meyer strikes first for the Saints. and now we're tied. It was 3-2 last year, finished things in overtime, but the Thunder need to come out with energy. It is crucial. It is not they set the second half with 50% of energy, then we have 10 minutes to go, it's 80%, then 5 minutes to go, it is 100% because it's still tied. It has to be 80% of energy. I say we start things. Because we talked to Coach Swolman, he said they can't be playing 100 miles per hour or else they're playing frantic soccer. So one of the keys coming into this game, they have to have composure, no questions asked.
With that, we are off. Start of the second half.
And here's Liam Hall, the junior captain on this team. And Parker Lynn has it. He can pick it up, slightly tap. St. Thomas Aquinas is the most storied program in Kansas with 17 state championships, last in 2020. They have a state record of 8 straight titles, Gibson, 2003 through 2012. That's 8 straight state championships. And here's the Thunder trying to play it in the middle. Once again, miscommunication. Madio is right there, cannot get a foot on it. Gibson, this is what we are talking about. Thunder need to just be a little bit smarter with their passes and communicate with each other. Today's second half is brought to you by Aaron Barrett State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Also by Covenant Custom Homes, built through tradition. And by Creative Planning, offering comprehensive financial planning and investment management solutions.
Look at the Thunder already controlling the possession of this game. They fired off with that intensity, but just couldn't quite get it in due to some miscommunication. Almost went out of bounds there.
We have a Saints player down here holding his left knee. Strong starts the second half here, Gibson. We're only 2 minutes in, and we haven't been on the side of St. Thomas Aquinas once. That is Jacob Vigors down for the Saints, and he's going to need a sub. And that's crucial for the back line for the Saints.
In for the Saints, number 12, Alec Ryan.
Here's Lynn. He's going to roll it back to the back line. Give and go pass here. Here's Cole Meyer, goal scorer for the Saints tonight. Little bit of a bicycle kick. They give it to Wilkin. Knocked away by the Saints. Cole Meyer will throw it in. Be a throw in here for the Thunder.
See if the Thunder can get in the net here.
Thunder really need to look more dangerous on these opportunities. Here's Madio. Madio swift into the middle. Madio! What an emphatic finish from Vincent Madio, the sophomore!
It's magical. It's Madio. Come on, Thunder sports fans. Let's go.
The Thunder come back from 1-0. Thunder up 1, 2-1, St. James. What a goal, Gibson, from Vincent Madio.
Sophomore making those huge plays. Let's just look at that goal again. Clean cut to the right, just swifts it in there, right there. Beautiful goal. Look at that angle. Just out of the reach of the keeper. Absolute beautiful ball placement from Madio.
What a moment. That goal is sponsored by DePasquale Moore, is a proud supporter of student athletics. Soccer teaches hope, teamwork, perseverance, commitment, and sacrifice. Learn more at DM Law. Here's Hall. That is the very spark, Gibson, that this St. James Academy fan base needed and the athletes on the field. Rejuvenated building.
Madio has just been all over the field tonight.
He can really do it all. They're going to call a foul, it looks like, on Madio. Madio getting a little bit too handsy there. He'll walk it off. Here's Wilkin. Jacobson trying to gain possession. Wilkin takes a tumble. Wilkin back strong and healthy, 2 years off of that ACL repair. Gibson, do you think St. Thomas Aquinas will respond after that goal, or is St. James just going to continue on?
I mean, we'll see. Let's see. Let's see if Aquinas can get the ball in the back of the net to respond to that goal.
After a goal, that's the most crucial moments in a ball game. It's either the team that just scored will continue to pile on, or the opponent will try to get one in the back of the net and try to have some type of energy. Here's Madio. He's triple teamed. Madio going all the way.
And the ball goes out. Thunder is still putting so much pressure on Aquinas.
Madio. I almost just called you Madio. What am I thinking? Madio's all over my mind right now, Gibson. But Gibson, when you think about a star, you think about a player that's being double-teamed, triple-teamed. And Madio was very triple-teamed there. And we got a Saints player down, holding his leg. They're not going to call it. And Madio's still going to go, and that's going to be a foul call by Madio, it looks like. But Connor Streck, very shaken up here.
Madio can be the big-time player, make the big-time plays, but you got to watch those fouls. Madio only a sophomore making the big plays. Just think about it. When you think about a star player, you're thinking about somebody who's been with the franchise for over 3 years. Thinking senior, maybe even junior, but he's a sophomore making these huge plays, really getting the Thunder back into the game.
Yeah, Vincent Madio, 11 goals last season. The record is 34. Coach Twellman told me he's trying to get a little bit closer to that this year. Maybe not 34, but a good start tonight. Also had 6 assists, so a great distributor in the midfield. But when he goes attacking mode, he is full-on attacking mode. His speed just carries him.
Looks like he's gliding across the turf.
Madio earned all EKL second-team honors and all-state mention as only a freshman. And his goals this year, earn all-state again. And Gibson, what do you think he said? Score even more goals this year.
Yeah, and he's already on his way. He's already got one. I don't know how much I can stress this, but that was an absolutely beautiful goal by Madio.
Couldn't have been perfectly placed. Couldn't have been even more perfectly placed. Here's Wilkin. Gets his chest on it. Trying to get in front of Carlson. Sahoski will play it up. No one's quite there. Madio's the only attacker up there for now, but Hayes is jogging forward.
St. James has had the ball on Aquinas' side of the field so much. something that I'm noticing in this half that they weren't doing last half, they have more bodies on Aquinas' side. That was a big problem for them in the first half. Not enough bodies on the Saints side. And now they've got, looks like 4 down there currently.
And
now they got 5.
Hayes.
Now they got 6.
Hayes shifting to the left. Gets a deflection. That's going to be saved by Parker Lynn. Parker Lynn allowed 23 goals last season. Thunder already have 2 on him tonight. And Gibson, it's the energy level that is really separating the Thunder right now. The Saints honestly kind of look deflated right now. They're jogging up the field. They're jogging back on defense. And honestly, that was solid defense from the back line of the Saints. Madio just way too fast, way too composed, and then to put it in the back of the net like that, so powerful.
Wonder what that talk at halftime was from Twellman. Coach Twellman, that was, had to have been.
Liam Hall doing a great job quietly in the midfield, distributing the ball to his teammates in perfect places, giving them time to cook.
Yeah, Dalton Ashley, our center back, is having an absolutely incredible game. Not only has he been in the backfield, but he's also been way up down by the goal. Almost had one too, but it was stopped by Len.
And Dalton Ashley is a player, Gibson, that always seems like he's one step ahead. He told me, has so much confidence, but he really anchors the back line. He has tons of chemistry with the back line, and he's been working with this group for a while. They're returning 13 plus players, Gibson, so they're seeing familiar faces in the back.
Yeah.
Thunder trying to push. Here's Wilkin with the flick back. Here's Malich. Madio, can he get to it with Len? Len grabs it right from his feet.
That had to have been scary for the Saints. Thanks to the Thunder's offense, goalkeeper Finn Norton hasn't really had much action this whole game.
I feel like he had most of the action in that first half, but since we've come out with so much energy in the second, he's really just being a vocal leader at this point, Gibson.
Indeed. He's got to be ready if the Saints go on a quick counterattack.
Especially with the attackers and talent they have up top. They got Kohlmeyer, already has a goal on the night. And then also, Giamanco hasn't had much action tonight, but he's a fast player. Here's Malich. Malich on the attack, trying to give it back to Malich.
Look at the...
Here's Malich back post. Wenger can't quite get it in the air.
Thunder continues dominating. Just look at the footwork and the placement of those balls. Just absolutely amazing.
Simply dominating. The buildup has been excellent tonight, starting with Liam Hall at the 6th position. 6th position, you're defending, but you're also in that attack mode. Coach Twellman told me pre-game that Liam Hall is going to be able to step up more in the attack, and here he is. Liam Hall, give and go pass to Madio. Madio with some magic.
Liam Hall playing like Rodri from Spain tonight.
Here's Hayes. Hayes looks to send it in, gets it on the ground. Looked like it could have been a handball. Trying to look for back post. Good ball. Here's Wenger. Wenger can't quite control it. And here's the counterattack we're talking about. And the Thunder back line are locked in.
He was right there. Jackson Wenger almost had that goal.
I don't know about you, Gibson, but I'm really feeling a goal right now, just from the energy at St. Thomas Aquinas. Another player down. It's going to be Colton Jacobson. Jacobson Gibson had the game winner last year in overtime. Do you think he can give the Saints an equalizer with under 30 to play?
I feel like it's highly possible. If the Thunder start getting lulled into like, okay, we're dominating, we got this, and they can't get back on defense soon enough, that could be dangerous.
Jacobson able to walk off on his own power. Gives a little bit of time for a hydration break here. Here's Malich. Malich with the incredible flick. Here's Medio, gets tripped up. They're not going to call it. Medio gets tripped up in the box. No call. But here's Liam Hall. Back line of the Saints. All disheveled. And they'll reset with Sahoski. We're good. Hall trying to send it up. It's going to be a throw in here for the Thunder.
Let's see if they can get something out of it.
Looks like the center referee just said she didn't call it because it was an advantage. But still looked like it was in the box. They'll send it in. Malich is there. And here's Medio, good touch there. Here's the counter from the Saints. A part of their game that is very dangerous. Thunder need to get back. And they'll send it up. Good hustle there from Meyer. Just too much juice on that one.
St. James Thunder not only dominating in terms of possession, but we've had the ball on our side of the field for pretty much most of the night. And just listen to that crowd.
Such an electric atmosphere of the season opener. Thunder up 2-1 after they're coming back. They were down 1-0 after the Saints strikes first in the first 30 seconds of the ball game. Wenger and Medio with the goals for the Thunder. Here's Medio. Can he get behind the defense? He will. Here's Medio. But Medio, once again, triple team, doing all he can in his power. Took 3 guys to stop the sophomore.
I feel like he was definitely robbed of that goal. Definitely could have scored there.
Be a throw in here for the Thunder. Fighting his way through all the bodies of defenders. Standing tall. Saints will try to kick it away, but here's Malich in the middle of the field. Here's Medio. Medio with the strike and just up from the crossbar. What an opportunity. If I'm Coach Twellman, I love to see that opportunity, Gibson.
Exactly. That was just high right of that goal. Like I said earlier, just a little bit more time to place that ball, and would have been third goal for the Thunder, second goal for Medio. Would have been.
Here's Viggers. We'll be back to Viggers. Len wanting him to send it up. Viggers has a different option. Saints need to switch the ball here. And that's what Carlson, the 6th position for the Saints, trying to tell his teammates. They will finally decide to switch it. No one is there from the Saints. Thunder all over it. Thunder with the give and go split ball. Here we go. Wilkin waving his magic wand through the defense. Here's Hall. They send it in. There's Wilkin with the head! And it gets right in the hands of Parker Lamb, the defending 5A goalkeeper of the year.
Once again, look at the pressure that the Thunder offense is giving the Saints defense.
But Gibson, you got to admit the Saints are really on their heels right now.
Yeah, Saints they have been the whole half.
Especially ever since that goal even more.
Exactly.
Yep. Wilkin getting stretched out.
Key player for the Thunder there.
Cramps might be setting in. It is a steamy evening, Gibson, for sure.
Wilkin hasn't subbed all game. Oh. Excuse me, Wilkin has subbed first half. But
be a sub coming in. That's Joseph Bick for Hayes. Looks like Bick will come in for the back line. 25 minutes to play in the season opener. Thunder up 1 over the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. Saints knocked them off last year in an OT thriller with Colton Jacobson walking it off. Can the Thunder flip the script this year? And they're on pace to do it. But this game is not over yet.
you use the word thriller, and that couldn't be a more perfect word for it right now. I bet the nerves are setting in for both teams so hard right now.
But Gibson, if you're a real competitor, you work for these moments. Yes, some might feel pressure right now, but if you're a competitor out here, you're having a blast.
If you're a competitor out here, you dream of these moments. You want to be the person. You want to be the person that will carry the rest of the team through these moments. You want to be the big player that makes the big plays. We're seeing that from a lot of the Thunder players right now.
Multiple players on both sides really dealing with some cramping. It's warm out here, and now you see Madio going down, maybe just taking a break. It is a warm night out here, Gibson. Athletes really feeling it out here.
Yeah, this turf is definitely hotter than if you were just playing on, like, let's say a grass field, because it radiates that heat onto the players. Definitely taking an effect on some of the players. You see Madio just sat down for a quick rest there, and looks like one of the players for the Saints is cramping up.
And Gibson, it's been hot all day. It's not like it was 70 degrees at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a hot one out here, and both teams are feeling it. And also, it's crucial, the clock is stopped. The clock is stopped at 24:37. So no rolling clock. But Dominic Gimanaco really going through it right now, and he's a key piece for the attack. He doesn't want to come out of this game, but they're giving him a sub. He's trying to feel it out, trying to run it out a bit. He's not happy he had to come out of this game, Gibson. And neither would I, honestly.
Yeah, like we just said, these competitors, they're dreaming of these moments, and getting subbed out at this point, it's got to be heartbreaking for him.
Especially in a game like this. This is a huge rivalry game.
Huge rivalry. One of the biggest rivalries I know. I compare it almost to like Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns in football, if it was soccer.
Len took it out from about the 37-yard line. Wilkin with some pressure. Awkward fall there from Harry Dom. Gets up on his own power. Thunder will send it up. Here's Madio.
Look at the speed there.
And Madio is down.
Oh, no.
Center FC's, he's down, but they're going to continue to play. Madio is still down, feeling the cramps.
That's got to hurt for the Thunder.
And that means the clock will stop again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is about to be an exciting rest of the half. Stay tuned.
And the good thing is for the Thunder, it's not just Madio who can make the plays. Yes, he can make the plays, but also who do we have, Gibson? There is Blake Wilkin up top. His speed is unmatched.
Dalton Ashley in the backfield definitely helping whenever Saints go on a fast break. Always there to stop it.
And right now it feels like 82 degrees, and that's not put it into 10-plus degrees on the pitch right now. So it easily might feel 88 to 90 degrees out there. And these guys had a long day at school. It's a Friday night. This is the second week of school, full week of school, full of classes, everything for the Thunder. It might just be piling up just a little bit. Not saying that's why, but the cramping is definitely part of it.
Yeah, being cooped up in a classroom all day definitely has to be something to do with it.
It's going to be a throw-in here for the Saints. The clock will roll. 23:30 left to go in regulation. OT if needed. Thunder up 1 over the Saints. 23 left to go. 23 minutes left to go. Saints will throw it in. Hits Jacobson on the back. Hall with the bicycle, up to Wanger. Madio is out for now. Be a throw in here for the Saints. Saints will play Pius on Tuesday at Pius, so they'll take a business trip after a home game tonight. Saints won last year 3-0, but obviously not the same team last year. They graduated 12, only returned 4. Should be a good game on Tuesday, Gibson.
100%. Graduating 12 players from a team is really hard because now you got to go find more players. Those freshmen, sophomores got to step up. Everybody that's playing JV.
And St. Thomas Aquinas is one of the best soccer programs in the state. Most storied for sure. They captured a regional title last year before losing to DeSoto in the quarters. And Gibson, that was their 24th straight quarterfinal appearance. 24th consecutive quarterfinal appearance. This could be it's not going to say could be. This is a dangerous free kick here for the Saints. Can they equalize in level matters? Under 22 to go.
Can the St. James defense step it up and keep this ball out of the net?
Looks like Jacobson will kick it in. He had the game winner last year in overtime.
Finn Norton, who hasn't had much action all game, all eyes are on him now.
Single wall will be held by Dylan Malich. He has put in the work in the offseason, and it is showing tonight in the attack. They'll play it low, and it's right in front of Norton. It looks like it was last touched by the Saints. What's the call? Saints fighting for the corner kick, but ultimately the outcome will be a goal kick. Gibson. Another strong opportunity there from the Saints. Really the first big one of the second half. Big time stop there for the Thunder.
Thunder be putting pressure on offense and defense.
And they overturn the call. Colton Jacobson was sure that was a corner kick. Interesting call there from the referee. Thunder need to stand firm on this corner.
See if they can keep it out of the net again. Or will the St. James keep it out of the net? Or will St. Thomas Aquinas equalize, get that goal, and get back in the game? We'll see right here.
Here's Jacobson.
With the corner kick.
Meyer standing right in front of Norton. Someone's got to get ahead.
What a save by Norton! That is the second time he's jumped up and really snagged that ball.
Huge save there from Finn Norton, the senior.
Huge save. Huge save for the Thunder.
Thunder on the attack.
Can they get it in?
Looks like a handball, maybe. It's going to be a throw-in here for the Thunder. Player down in the box here for the Saints. Another side of cramping. And that causes the clock to stop once again, which means that might mean even more players cramping. Referee signed for stop the clock, but 3 more seconds ticked off. Hopefully that doesn't become an issue later in this game.
Mary Claire, do you feel like injuries can turn a 20-minute game, like 20-minute rest of a half, into like almost an hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes?
Certainly can at the pro level, but I feel like cramps are certainly different. But Madio is still out right now. He has not come back from that cramping issue, and that's something to watch for the Thunder, like we talked about. Wilkin is a player who can definitely score some goals, but Madio really makes a difference in the speed of this ballgame.
Absolutely.
Last touch by the Saints. Be another throw in here for the Thunder. They're getting it out quick. Here's Hall.
Hall trying to slow it down a little.
Yep, he'll reset in the backfield with Dom. Play it up top. I believe that's Barron.
Look at that tackle.
With the tackle. Barron with the shot! Jack Barron, the junior, gets it in the back of the net. That's his first varsity goal. Step it up.
Can't wait to see the replay on that goal. Absolutely beautiful shot. Here it is. Look at the tackle. And then the way he cuts that ball into the right of the net. From the left side of the net, just all the way around. That was an absolutely beautiful goal. Could not have been any better.
What a showstopper from Jack Barron. Limited varsity minutes last year for Barron. He makes them pay. Thunder up 3-1 over the Saints.
St. James got a 2-point lead now going into 18 minutes left in the second half. Will Aquinas answer?
That goal was sponsored by the Riley Company. Jim Bray, proud sponsor of St. James Academy and Crimson Club members. When you talk about players stepping up in the biggest moments of the season, you think about the juniors, you think about the sophomores. Jack Barron delivers. And I do got to say, Jack Barron is in my house. Stewart House represent Giannamola community. What a goal from Jack Barron. Incredible.
If you think about it, he's really wearing his community colors right now.
You are certainly right, Gibson. Great observation. What community are you in again?
Benedict.
Benedict, okay. if we're talking about houses, I actually have Liam Hall is also in my house, playing the 6 right now for the Thunder. Also got Jack Barron. So we got 2 Stewart House representatives on the field right now, Gibson.
Hey, but John Thang, my community captain, and
Yes.
Dalton Ashley is also in my community.
Love it.
So represent Benedict.
Dan Brown, letting the refs hear it. Yep. "30 seconds into the ball game, Gibson. The Saints score. Then what happens? Wenger gets the equalizer. Then what happens? Madio gets one to go. Then what happens? Jack Barron with the complete showstopper to put the Thunder up 2. Referees reset the clock. We'll be back 17:40.
40.
Here's Hall. He'll try to play it up. Barron's got the speed. Barron's there again. Len out of the box, and he's got it.
St. James has got to be careful not to let up. We're up by 2, but we cannot let Aquinas back into the game. We cannot think that we have them beat now.
2 goals up is always the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Probably going to see Aquinas getting a lot more fired up, a lot more aggressive.
Here's Malich.
But St. James has definitely energied them this whole night. The intensity has just been high, energy high, footwork skills, speed, everything just way up there.
Here's Bick. Bick's got acres of green space. Will he use it? Here's Wenger. Wenger will try to feed it in. Bick is open. He won't give it to him. Here's Hall. He's going to switch the field. Here's the Thunder. Looking for the strike, just left. Good thought there for the Thunder. We got another guy down for the Saints with a cramp.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Thunder can get it scored again. Because if the Saints aren't feeling the most intensity they've ever felt this entire game right now, they're probably going to be feeling a little defeated. And in that, we could probably get the ball to the back of the net again.
Certainly not wrong. 16:03 left to go. Another Saints player down with a cramp. Upcoming schedule for St. James Academy. They play Bishop Miege at home on Tuesday. Lost 3-0. Bishop Miege finished 16-4-1 last season. They placed 3rd at state. 10 players from that team graduated. Head coach for the Stags, Coach Hopping, made a significant change to the team's summer schedule for the Stags. After team camp in early June, the players received 5.5 weeks off before returning July 20th for player-led fitness and games. That's an extended break is designed to benefit the players physically and mentally. Had too many injuries last year to start the season. Leading the Stags will be Captain Owen Hughes. Can play anywhere on the field, and you also got Andrew Eldridge in between the posts, EKL goalkeeper of the year. That's going to be a test for the Thunder.
Mary Claire, did you get to see that lunar eclipse last night?
I did not. Did you?
Yes, it was stunning. The moon was like red.
God. God's creation showing out here at St. Thomas Aquinas High School.
Beautiful
The
planet.
Thunder have one more in them.
Beautiful planet, all these beautiful people here to play this beautiful game of soccer.
Wilkin takes a tumble. Here's Hall. Here's Wenger. Malich going up the sideline. Quite get it to him. Bick will throw it in. Going to give it to Dom. Be a throw in here for St. Thomas Aquinas. Do they have one final push in them? They're down 2. Saints looking to push. Giamanca back in this game, dealing with cramps earlier, about 10 minutes ago. Got a sub, but he's right back in here.
This is like one of the first times that St. Thomas Aquinas has had the ball on their side of the field. Besides that free kick.
That free kick was for sure an incredible opportunity for the Saints to strike. Here's Hall. He's got space. Good cut.
Look at the footwork and the speed on Hall.
He needs help on the attack. Wilkin is the only guy there, and he's yards across.
Like
physical play there from the Saints. That was Perga on Hall. A little bit of talk after. Next Friday on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We've been waiting all summer long for this. Week 1 for St. James Academy football. Start tuning in for the pregame show at 6:30. We're going to be right here again next Friday for Week 1. St. James taking on St. Thomas Aquinas. Thunder lost last year to the Saints in football. Saints run the ball. They ran the ball. They ran the ball so much last year. Gibson. When you talk about Callan Art, such an incredible player, now playing at Nebraska Kearney. But they're without him this year, which means they're going to be able to throw the ball. Carson Patrick in the backfield, the quarterback, second year starting, has some weapons on the outside, wide receivers, and then you've got tons of talent on that defensive line. Should be a great game. Look at the Thunder side. You got John Hornback in the backfield, stepping up in Week 1 last year against the Stags. And Frankie Mangini went down. John Hornback, one of the best true dual threat players in the state of Kansas, can run the ball, can throw the ball equally as well. And then you're returning multiple players in the receiving core. You got Corey Kirkner, Luke Neeson. Then you got Jace Wright as well, and Matt Wartenberger playing in that tight end slot role. It's going to be a great season for the Thunder this year.
Looks like the Thunder's trying to run down some clock. But you got to be careful to keep the pressure on. You can't let them catch you off guard.
And Madio is back into this game, Gibson.
There he is.
Aquinas with a little bit more pep in their step. And the final 15 minutes in this one. Here's Madio trying to break down the sideline.
Madio coming off the bench, and he's already firing on all cylinders.
Throw in here from the Saints. Going to be given to Len in the backfield. Thunder slowing down the pressure just a little bit. Here's the Saints at midfield with the free kick. Can they get a good boot from their keeper, Parker Lynn? He's got a good foot. Renner's got to be there inside the 18 and be on time. Got to get their heads on it if they want this one. This ball short. Here's Hayes. Hayes and Malich both got their heads on that one. Has Madio up and running. Breaks his ankles. Alec Ryan hits the deck. Gibson, you are laughing up a storm. What's going through your mind right now after that one?
His ankles just got. That's all I got to say about that.
Be a throw in here for the Saints.
The moon has come out from behind the trees now.
Saints send it up. Good run here from Colton Jacobson. Just a little too far. My apologies. That was Cole Meyer. Meyer with the goal on the night. Lone goal for the Saints.
Yeah. You got a full view of that moon right there. Absolutely gorgeous on this Friday night at St. Thomas Aquinas.
They give it to Meyer. Meyer with some tricks. Looked like it was last touched by the Saints. Saints throw it in, though. Brown not liking it. It's going to be a throw in here for the Thunder. Coach Brown is in his second season, leading the Saints after taking over for legendary coach Craig Ewing, the longtime architect of the Saints boys and girls soccer programs. The numbers alone place Ewing among the elite. Across more than 3 decades, his team combined for over 1,000 wins and 33 state championships. Brown doing a good job of taking over the Saints team in his second season. Has done a good job tonight coaching up his team. Came out with a lot of energy, the Saints did. Got the first goal in the first 30 seconds, but again, the key in soccer, you've got to hold your energy for all 80 minutes. Saints have not done that. Thunder, I would say 80% of the game, they've had some good energy.
If you think about it, when you're playing like football, you have breaks in between the plays. Soccer is just go, 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 go all the time for 40 minutes straight. Got to keep that energy. Got to conserve the energy. But you also need to be intense, too.
You also got to be composed.
Oh, that is the most beautiful angle we've gotten all night. Look at that.
Last touch by the Thunder, and this is going to be a corner kick, Gibson, for the Saints. This is a huge opportunity. Under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Season opener. Thunder up by 2, under 8 minutes to go.
Let's see if the Saints can get it in the net. Let's see if the Thunder can defend this.
Good ball in. Someone's got to be back post. Goes right over Cole Meyer's head. Meyer trying to track it down. Good hustle there from the Thunder. Last touch by the Saints.
On a professional level of soccer, 2-goal leads usually get blown quite easily because you get lulled into that false sense of security, and then the other team fires back.
Here's an opportunity for the Saints. Almost kicked in there from Malich.
See, if the Saints would have scored there, that would have shifted the momentum of the game. The Thunder keeps it out of the back of the net.
Throw in here for the Saints. Saints looking for one final push. We got another Saints player down with the cramp. Are they going to let him play? This could be an opportunity. Believe that's Gio Monca down once again with another cramp. And he'll just move off the pitch.
We talk about how electric the fans have been all night.
Bringing the energy for sure. Back student section here on the Thunder side.
Same thing on the Saints side. Absolutely incredible game. The fans are loving it. I'm loving it. I'm sure you're loving it. This is some amazing soccer.
Some subs being made here for the Thunder. Sahoski will come in. With this moon view here, we want to thank everyone back in the truck, the camera, Mr. Merrick, Mr. Rockford, for making this broadcast possible tonight. I think everyone got here at 5 o'clock, put it in the work, setting up the cameras. That's what it takes to have a high-quality broadcast, Gibson.
And a high-quality broadcast this has been.
Hayes with some pressure. Under 7 minutes to go. Good hustle here from Sahoski. Not trying to get anything behind the back line of the Thunder. Here's Madio with the pressure. The Thunder seeking their first win since October 14th of last year. Their last win was against Blue Valley North 3-1.
You said 3-1 against Blue Valley?
Blue Valley North, yes. The Thunder's last one was October 14th. That is a long while. Thunder ended the year on a 3-game losing streak. Haven't tasted victory as of late. Saints will send it in. It will be Jacobson. Thunder take it off the head. Thunder take a tumble, look for back post. Wenger is there, and that's going to be a corner kick for the Saints. 5 minutes even left to go in the ball game. Saints trying to find something. Thunder do not want one to break through here.
This is a critical point in the game for both teams, really.
Jacobson gets it. That's a good ball, and that's not even going to come into the field of play.
The way that net moved looked like they had actually made that goal.
Final 5 minutes are brought to you by the Catholic Education Foundation. Provides scholarships to children from low-income families so they can attend a Catholic school in the Archdiocese of Kansas City in Kansas. This school year, CEF will provide over 2,000 scholarships, totaling over $5.5 million. To sponsor a student in need, contact the Catholic Education Foundation at cefks.org. Saints really could not execute here in the second half, Gibson. really a problem to their game. They had a lot of momentum to start this ball game. Second half go around, not a good at execution. We would like to thank tonight's sponsors for the Thunder Broadcasting Network coverage of St. James Academy High School soccer.
That is Trent Harris and Brent. Boys, wave to the camera. Thank you to them for the beautiful camera angles this night of both the game and, of course, the moon.
Back to the action here. They'll send it up to Wilkin. Can Wilkin get behind the defense? Awkward header there. Ultimate outcome. Lynn will have it. Saints have an opportunity, overshoot it.
That is an absolute heartbreaking shot there for the Saints. I feel like that was their best opportunity to score yet this half. That fast break could have been detrimental to the Thunder.
John Thing in this ball game, community captain of Benedict Community.
Benedict represent.
Thunder pushing, strong tackle there, and that's going to be a free kick just outside of the box. The Thunder have another one in them. Thunder send it in, back post. Barron is there. That was not Barron, that was Liam Hall. Another corner kick for the Thunder. 2:05 left to go.
Corner kick for the Thunder. Looking for another opportunity to get the ball to the back of the net again.
Hayes will take it. He'll send it in low. Jacobson will get a touch. Ben Bingham in the game now. Throw in here for the Saints. Bingham's got his head on it. Strong tackle there from Jacobson. A little bit extra on that one. Under a minute to go.
I was talking about how the Saints need to bring back some of the aggression that they had in the first 30 seconds of this game, but that's a little too much aggression.
Hall sends it in. Curling ball on the outside.
35 seconds left in the ball game.
Here's Wilkin. Norton will send it up. And that is it. 3 final whistles from the center referee has St. James heading back west to Lenexa with the 3-1 victory. What a thunderous way to start the season. Thunder bring back the Pink Gown Trophy.
Just listen to that student section. They are loving this win. St. James, 3-1 over Aquinas, taking back that trophy from last year. What a way to start the season for the Thunder.
It might have been a shaky start for the Thunder, but it's how you end games. And they ended it incredibly well. Gibson, who's your offensive player of the game? Or who's your player of the game?
My player of the game, personally, I'm going to say Vincent Madio. Absolutely incredible game from Madio.
And we're going with Vincent Madio, Shields, player of the game in the season opener. Thunder take the first game of the season, and they'll head back to St. James Academy on Tuesday night to face the Stags of Bishop Miege in week 2 of high school boys soccer. Watch on the Thunder Broadcasting Network, and you can also watch the St. James Academy girls volleyball team battle it out Tuesday night.
Our lives are in God's hands, and we should live and play each day with happy and grateful hearts. Please welcome to the field, Ralph and Kathy.
We'll now send it to the field for our post-game presentation of the Pink Out Trophy.
Just look at that trophy.
David Kissick, Lucy, Chichi, Charlie, Rose, and Tommy to present the trophy to the St. James Academy Thunder. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this contest. Once again, the final score, the St. James Thunder 3, the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints 1.
And the Thunder faithful, alive and well. St. James secures the Pink Out Trophy, flipping the script from last year. In the Saints OT victory, Thunder come out on top.
Here are the replays for the goals. First goal made by Jackson Wanger. Absolutely gorgeous toe tap. Here's that goal again from another angle. Here's Madio's goal, just an absolutely beautiful placement from that ball there. Our gorgeous goal from our Shields player of the night. Just out of the reach of the goalkeeper.
And here's Jack Barron. Have a bit of that. Thunder Nation breaking the ankles of the Saints back line. Barron illuminates the occasion. What a goal to close out the win.
Into the moon.
Alongside Gibson Cheever and on behalf of our whole Thunder Broadcasting Network crew, I am Mary Claire Zacharias, and we say so long from St. Thomas Aquinas High School, where your St. James Academy Thunder earned the 3-1 win over the Saints. Next up on the schedule, the Thunder will take on the Stags of Bishop Miege this Tuesday at Marion Stadium. Tune in on the Thunder Broadcasting Network starting at 6:50 to watch the boys in action. Also can watch the girls volleyball game on Tuesday, and then we got the big-time game Friday night right back here, week 1 for St. James Academy football at St. Thomas Aquinas. Thank you for choosing to spend part of your Friday night with us. God bless you and make a difference in the week ahead.